Jump up. Get it. Hey. Devil with a blue dress, blue dress, blue dress. Devil with a blue dress on. Ooh, yeah. Devil with a blue dress, blue dress, blue dress. Devil with a blue dress on. Beep, beep, bye, bye, bo, bo, bum. Looking mighty now. Here she come. Wearing a wig hat and shades to match. Got a high-heeled shoes and an alligator hat. Wearing a pearls and a diamond ring. Got bracelets on her finger and everything. Devil with the blue dress on. She's the devil with the blue dress on.
All right, devil with the blue dress. Why did Jeffrey Epstein have this painting of Bill Clinton? Wearing a blue dress and red high heels, lounging in the Oval Office in his Manhattan mansion. Visitor reveals bizarre artwork hanging on the stairway of pedophile. This just keeps getting more interesting. Pedophile's $56 million lair. All right, you guys know me as Michael, and that's what my name is, Michael of the Patriot Hour. Welcome to the Patriot Hour. If you're new to the channel, make sure you are subscribed. Hit that button down there, toggle the switch. YouTube has changed up some things. Folks, don't ever take what we say here to be fact or 100% word. Do your own research, connect your own dots, come to your own best conclusions based off all that. We go over things here. We read articles. This one is just breaking, and it's an exclusive to the Daily Mail. Interesting to say the least. So it looks like Jeffrey Epstein had a bizarre portrait which appeared to be of Bill Clinton in a dress hanging in his Manhattan mansion. Daily Mail TV can reveal. The picture depicting the former president apparently lounging on a chair in the Oval Office wearing a red heels, as you can see here, and a telling blue dress was in a room of a stairwell in the Upper East Side townhouse. The painting was secretly snapped inside the pedophile's lavish $56 million home in October of 2012, 4 years after Epstein completed his sweetheart deal for prostitution of a minor and 7 years before he was accused of running a sex trafficking ring of underage girls. It is another twist in the complicated relationship between Clinton and Epstein, with the former president admitting knowing him, but denying he was aware of the crimes that Epstein was charged with. Very, 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 very weird, to say the least. So Jeffrey Epstein had a painting which appeared to be of Bill Clinton wearing a blue dress and red heels hanging inside his Manhattan home. Sources who saw it during a business meeting told the Daily Mail TV. The blue dress seemed to be pointed reference to Clinton's former intern, Monica Lewinsky, who wore a blue dress during their time together in the White House. The painting was snapped inside the pedophile's mansion in 2012, and this is all about 7 years before he was accused of running the sex trafficking ring with the underage girls. The source, who asked to remain anonymous, was visiting Epstein to present a business proposal. She told the Daily Mail TV it was absolutely Bill Clinton. It was shocking. It was very provocative, sexual picture. I bet. Disturbing, folks, disturbing. All right, so the source wanted to remain anonymous. She told him that it was absolutely Bill Clinton. Epstein and Clinton were friends, with the 72-year-old flying on the now deceased financier's private plane, including the Loeta Express several times. The sources also claim she saw a young Hispanic girl waiting to meet with Epstein after her business meeting, saying the girl looked about 14. Epstein was found dead by suicide on Saturday after he was arrested in July. So Jeffrey Epstein had a bizarre portrait which appeared to be Bill Clinton. The picture depicting the former president apparently lounging on a chair. I guess I just kind of read all this. There you go. Jeffrey Epstein had a bizarre portrait which appears to be of Bill Clinton hanging in this hallway. Blue dress, Bill Clinton, presidential seal on the carpet below. You see it here. The color of the dress seemed to be pointed at the Clinton's former intern, Monica Lewinsky. So, really disturbing. Epstein and Clinton were once friends, and now the 72-year-old flying on now deceased financier's private plane, dubbed the Lolita Express several times, and on his own accounts visiting the townhouse once, making it possible he could have been seen, even seen the bizarre painting. Clinton has, however, denied being on Epstein's pedophile island, Little St. James, a denial which Donald Trump thought to cast doubt on this week. The presence of the pictures now twist in the relationship between Clinton, his former family, and Epstein. Last month, the former president's office said he had not known of anything of Epstein's crimes, had taken 4 trips with him in 2002 and in 2003, although flight logs showed that he had taken at least 26 individual flights in the course of those. One of Epstein's former sex slaves, Virginia Roberts, claimed she saw Clinton on the island for a dinner held in his honor shortly after he left office, and stood by the claim when questioned under oath. After the financier's apparent suicide on Saturday morning, Trump retweeted a suggestion that Clinton was somehow involved in the death, and a link to the court documents setting out Roberts' evidence. Additionally, Epstein's alleged procurator, Ghislaine Maxwell, was a guest at the Chelsea Clinton's wedding to Mark Mavinsky, at least a year after the time when Bill Clinton says his relationship with Epstein ended. The origin of the painting is unknown. DailyMail.com has seen metadata which verifies where and when the picture was taken, which showed it hanging against a dark-colored wall in Epstein's stone fortress. Clinton has his legs crossed over the arm of the chair, with blood hills hovering over a rug that seems to bear the presidential seal. The shoulder of the blue dress hangs off the side as Clinton seems to raise a come hither finger towards the viewer. The source who spotted the painting said she saw it while being led from the office to his personal quarters when he saw the portrait. It was through a door that he had been left temporarily open by the housekeeper or butler. I thought, why in the world would Epstein have that up? I didn't even know that they knew each other. Although she was stunned by the painting, her business partner managed to take a snap of the painting. She said he took a picture. I was mortified because there were cameras everywhere. The source added that she was inside Epstein's home for around an hour and a half for the meeting, which had been arranged by the pedophile's then assistant Leslie Groff. The glamorous blonde was named a possible accomplice and granted immunity in Epstein's controversial plea deal in 2008. The source said, "We had been in communication with Leslie Groff. She was the person who coordinated our meeting." Let me turn this off here. We were met at dinner of Epstein's penthouse by a butler. He had a real butler, an old gentleman who walked with a limp. He led us to Leslie's circular office. She was beautiful and fabulous and so nice and bubbly. Then she led us to Epstein's private quarters, which is when we passed by the open door and portrait. We went into his dining room and spoke to him about the proposal. The source told the Daily Mail TV it was absolutely Bill Clinton. It was shocking. It was definitely a painting of him. It was very provocative, sexual picture. He was wearing heels, a blue dress, and his hand was in a weird position. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So after the discussion, the source returned to the waiting area and said she noticed a young Hispanic girl was waiting to see Epstein. She added, "We were wrapping things up with his private security, and I noticed a young Hispanic girl, all hunched over on her phone, waiting to see him next. I thought it was odd that she was in the same waiting room we were in. She was really, really young. She looked about 14. I thought maybe she was the housekeeper's daughter." The source added that during an hour-long discussion with Epstein, he struck her as creepy man. She said he came out of in his pajamas. He wasn't messy, but he had on a white t-shirt, pajama bottoms, and bare feet. He was very gray, and he looked creepy. He looked like a villain to me. I immediately knew I didn't want to do business with him, despite wanting the contract. I knew he would bury us if something went wrong. The proposal fell through, and she never worked with the billionaire. The McGrabe and excessive decor of Epstein's home has been well documented. While New York tax officials assessed the home at $55.93 million, government prosecutors assessed it to be worth $77. The sidewalk outside the home was heated so that any snow that settled on the pavement would melt immediately. There you go with the jet and the flight logs. This article, we'll finish it up here. It's just this last little bit. It is complete with multiple bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, a 2-floor reception room, and 3 3-room suites that span the entire 4th floor. A Vanity Fair article noted that Epstein decorated his entrance hall with row upon row of individual framed eyeballs imported from England. One visitor to the sinister townhouse told the New York Times that there was a chessboard at the bottom of the stairs with customized figurines modeled after one of Epstein's staffers and dressed suggestively. Among the bizarre interior oddities is a mural on the 2nd floor that Epstein commissioned that shows him in the middle of a prison scene and surrounded by barbed wire, guards, and a guard station. R. Corey Hay, a public relations specialist who was invited to Epstein's home and viewed the mural just 3 months ago, recalled the billionaire saying, "That's me, and I had this painted because there is always a possibility that could be me again." Other people have visited the home and noted a life-size doll hanging from a chandelier and a dining room designed to resemble a beach. He has a table in his dining room covered with photos of famous faces, including a signed picture with former President Bill Clinton. There's also a wall in Epstein's study decorated with photos of director Woody Allen and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman of Saudi Arabia. Other visitors to the home noted a 20-seat dining table surrounded by computer screens and phones. Okay, so that's the end of that article. All right, folks, I just wanted to bring you that breaking news. We'll keep this short and sweet, kind of odd, kind of weird. What do you think? Leave a comment down below. Please give this video a thumbs up on your way out. It helps beat the algorithms. We are heavily shadow banned by YouTube. We don't get put into the recommended or suggested videos the traditional way. So it really helps if you do that on your own. Share across all social media platforms while you can, and we'll see you back here on the next Patriot Hour update video coming real soon, later this evening. You guys have a great evening. God bless each and every one of you.